Welcome back to Breslov Campus. We'll be going into the idea of the Yediah and Bechira, Hashem's foreknowledge, and at the same time the coexistence, which is a paradox, of free will. The two coincide, the two meet, and they both contradict. What it means basically is that Hashem is all-knowing. He has foreknowledge of what was, what is, what will be. He knows what's going to be. So that means, if he knows what it's going to be, that means he's in control. He sees exactly what happens. And yet we're taught, Hakol bidei shamayim, chutz mirat shamayim. Everything's in the hands of heaven, except for the fear of heaven. In other words, your free will to decide how much you participate and involve yourself in coming closer to Hashem. So these two contradict, because Hashem on one hand leaves it up to you to decide with your free will how to behave, how to develop, but on the other hand, Hashem knows what's going to be. So it's a clear contradiction. Rav Nosson, he brings it down to a more practical application, showing that there's more questions here. That free will means I'm running the show, and Hashem's foreknowledge, that means He's running the show. Who's really running the show, me or Him? Rav Nosson explains that this ping-pong jumping takes place every day. That you make plans and they don't work out. You want things to work out a certain way and they don't work out. Not working out shows that Hashem's in charge. Hashem is deciding how it's going to be. You doing things and then working out, it's my free will that dictates. So every day a person goes through this ping-pong, that there are times that plans work out, times they don't work out, and it's jumping around. And it's up to the Jew to be able to accept the constant shifting between I rule or Hashem rules. I'm running my show, Hashem's running the show. Who's in charge? Is it me or is it Hashem? The answer is it's both, and they contradict. It doesn't make sense. This again is the paradox between free will and the foreknowledge. Rav Nosson gives advice what to do. Ultimately is Hashem's knowledge. Hashem created the world, He's the creator, He's the ruler. It's ultimately His knowledge behind everything, right? But in the knowledge we put in the free will. So Rav Nosson explains like this, that you do things in this world and you ask Hashem before you do anything, Hashem Yitbarach, God blessed be He, I'm doing things in my life because I have to do. I can't just sit down and do nothing. I must do. I must make activity and action to advance. But Hashem, I'm doing things only on condition that it works out according to your will. If it works out according to your will, fine and dandy. And if not, I accept it, Hashem. What does it mean I'll accept it? That if things don't work out the way I want them to work out based on my actions, I won't blow up, I won't be upset, I won't become frustrated, because I asked beforehand that things should work out according to your knowledge, Hashem, your will, your desire. So Rav Nosson says this is how a person can make that his free will can be mistader, can work out with Hashem's foreknowledge of things. By you doing things, but on condition that it should work out with Hashem's will, fine, I'm doing what I believe and understand has to be done. I'm not sitting down doing nothing, I'm doing what I can. But if it doesn't work out, so I understand that Hashem has different plans for things. Okay, things didn't work out, I missed a taxi, I missed my bus, all things that not to blow up, because Hashem is guiding your life, because you were anyways already asked it to be in line with Hashem's da'at, His yediah. And in fact, Rabbi Nachman, this was his way, as is brought down in the book, Rabbi Nachman's Wisdom, Sichot Haran. Rabbi Nachman said that it was his way, he was very accustomed to, especially before Shabbat, to make a proclamation that the whole day and the whole activity of him and his household, his children, his family, and all those dependent on him, should be in accordance with Hashem's will. And therefore, if things didn't turn out so well on a Shabbat, for example, he wouldn't fret and worry about it, because he did his best, and Hashem had different plans, and he wouldn't be broken because of it. It's not easy. It's pretty tricky to be able to change 2 gear shifts, but this is one of the main workings of a Jew in this world, to make the balance between his free will and Hashem's foreknowledge, and ultimately it is Hashem's knowledge which is behind things, and therefore I daven that my action, my free will should adapt to, should be working with and attunable to Hashem's will, which is Hashem's da'at, His knowledge.